Dear students, I welcome you in this lecture. This is part 1 of units and measurements. The points of discussion in this lecture are introduction of this topic, that is the introduction of units and measurements, system of units, fundamental quantities and units, derived quantities and units, conventions for the use of SI units. Physics is a quantitative science. What do you mean by quantitative science? Quantitative science is related with the quantity, and quantity is that which can be measured is called quantity, and for the measurement the unit is required. So therefore in physics we must have the unit for the measurement, and for all the quantities the unit is important for the measurement. Measurement. It is a comparison of one unknown quantity with a known standard quantity of the same kind. Measurement के लिए किसी unknown quantity को compare करने के लिए हमें known standard quantity की ज़रूरत पड़ती है of the same kind, और उस known standard quantity से unknown quantity को compare करेंगे और इस comparison को measurement कहते हैं. और इस comparison में जो standard क्वांटिटी यूज किया जाता है, जो स्टैंडर्ड नोन क्वांटिटी यूज किया जाता है, उस स्टैंडर्ड नोन क्वांटिटी को उसका यूनिट कहते हैं. फॉर एग्जांपल, सपोज दैट यू वांट टू फाइंड लेंथ ऑफ दिस व्हाइट बोर्ड, देयरफॉर दिस इज ए अननोन क्वांटिटी. टू मेजर दिस अननोन क्वांटिटी you must select a standard quantity of the same kind. Means here you are finding the length of the whiteboard, so therefore select a standard known length, and by comparison of this standard known length, this comparison is called measurement. So therefore by comparing you will find 1, 2, 3, approximately 3 times this unknown length by using this standard length. So therefore this will be 3 times of this length, but the unit of measurement is this length, and this is of 1 foot. Therefore the length of the whiteboard is 3 foot. So what is the measurement? Measurement is the comparison of one quantity. It is a comparison of an unknown quantity with a known standard quantity of the same kind. This comparison is called measurement, and the standard quantity for the measurement used is called unit of measurement. Suppose that you want to measure the distance between Mahad and Mumbai. So this is a unknown quantity, that is a unknown length. Unknown distance. What is unknown distance? Distance between Mahad and Mumbai. This is a unknown distance. For measurement you must select a standard known quantity. Standard known quantity. That standard known quantity is called unit of this measurement. So in this case the known in this case known standard distance or length is supposed that kilometer. Therefore by comparing this unknown distance, that is from Mahad to Mumbai, by this known distance, that is kilometer, this is unit of measurement in this measurement. So therefore you will find approximately 170 times to this known standard distance. Therefore the measured distance between Mahad and Mumbai will be 170 kilometer approximately. So thus again you can see the comparison of unknown quantity with a known standard quantity of the same kind is called measurement, and the standard known quantity in this measurement is called unit of the measurement. For measurement of unknown mass, we select the standard known mass. We select the standard known mass and then we compare this unknown mass by this standard known mass, and this comparison is called measurement. And in this comparison, the standard known mass which is used for the comparison is called unit of measurement. So therefore, as per convenient, you can select this unknown mass as a gram, then the unit of measurement will be gram. If you are selecting the standard unknown mass as a kilogram, then unit of measurement will be kilogram. Similarly, different types of standard known mass you can select for the measurement of the mass, and this process is called measurement, and the standard known mass used in that measurement is called unit of mass. Thus, physics is a quantitative science where we measure various physical quantities during the experiment. In our day-to-day life, we need to measure a number of quantities, for example, size of object, volume of liquids, amount of a substance, amount of a matter, weight of vegetables or fruits, body temperature, temperature of any objects, length of the cloth, etc. Different quantities are measured in different units. For example, length is measured in the meter, centimeter, kilometer, time in second, mass in kilogram, etc. So therefore, the standard measure of any quantity is called the unit of that quantity. In our earlier standards, we have come across various system of units. CGS, in this system of unit, that is centimeter gram system. In this system of unit, the unit of length is centimeter, the unit of mass is gram, the unit of time is second. So therefore, this is known as centimeter gram second system. C for centimeter, G for gram, and S for second. S for second. Second system of unit is MKS. This is known as meter kilogram second system. In this system of unit, the length is measured in meter, mass is measured in kilogram, and time is measured in second. Therefore, this is known as meter kilogram second system or MKS system. Third system of unit is FPS. The length measured in foot, mass measured in pound, and time measured in second. And this system of unit is known as foot pound second system, FPS. And fourth system of unit is SI. In this system of unit, is known as System International. The first three system of units, CGS, MKS, FPS, were used extensively till recently. In 1971, the 14th International General Conference on Weights and Measures recommended the use of international system of units. This international system of unit is called the SI unit. As the SI unit use decimal system, conversion between the system is very simple and convenient. Nowadays, this system of unit, that is SI, is used widely. Fundamental quantities. The physical quantities which do not depend on any other physical quantities for their measurements are called fundamental quantities. मतलब fundamental quantities ऐसी physical quantity है जो measurement के लिए किसी दूसरे physical quantity पर depend नहीं करता. ऐसे physical quantity को fundamental quantity कहते हैं. Now there are 7 types of fundamental quantities. Length is a fundamental quantity. Why it is a fundamental quantity? Because for measurement of the length, no any other physical quantity is required for the measurement of the length. Therefore, length is a fundamental quantity. For measurement of mass, no any other physical quantity used. It does not depends on any other physical quantity for the measurement. Therefore, mass is a fundamental quantity. Similarly, there are total seven fundamental quantities. These quantities don't depend on any other physical quantities for their measurement. Therefore, these are called fundamental quantities. And there are 2 supplementary fundamental quantities which are known as plane angle and solid angle. The units used to measure the fundamental quantities are called fundamental units. फंडामेंटल क्वांटिटीज़ को मेज़र करने के लिए जिस यूनिट का यूज किया जाता है उस यूनिट को फंडामेंटल यूनिट कहते हैं. You know that there are 7 fundamental quantities. Length is a fundamental quantity. The SI unit used to measure the length is meter. So therefore, SI unit of length is meter and symbol is small m. Mass is a fundamental quantity and SI unit used to measure the mass is kilogram. Its symbol is kg. Time is a fundamental quantity and the SI unit used to measure the time is second and symbol is S. Temperature is a fundamental quantity and the SI unit used to measure the temperature is Kelvin and symbol is K. Electric current is the fundamental quantity and the SI unit used to measure the electric current is ampere. Its symbol is A. Luminous intensity is a fundamental quantity and the SI unit is candela. Symbol is CD. Similarly, to measure the amount of a substance, the SI unit is mole and symbol is MOL. Supplementary units. Besides the 7 fundamental or basic units, there are 2 more units called supplementary units. कुल 7 फंडामेंटल क्वांटिटीज़ हैं. 7 क्वांटिटी के बाद 2 सप्लीमेंट्री फंडामेंटल क्वांटिटीज़ हैं, प्लेन एंगल और सॉलिड एंगल. इनके यूनिट को सप्लीमेंट्री यूनिट कहते हैं. तो देयर आर 2 सप्लीमेंट्री यूनिट्स, प्लेन एंगल एंड सॉलिड एंगल. नाउ प्लेन एंगल. Plane angle is the 2-dimensional angle subtended at a point due to 2 lines. So now consider here 2 lines AO and OB. The angle subtended by these 2 lines is d theta. This is a 2-dimensional angle, and plane angle is equal to length of arc AB upon radius r. Now to find the plane angle, take a radius OA is equal to OB is equal to r. Take now a radius r and draw a arc between point A and B. Therefore this is arc. This is a part of the circle, that is called arc, and radius of part of the circle, that is arc, is r. तो therefore the angle, that is a plane angle subtended at this point O due to this arc of length AB is d theta, and d theta is equal to length of arc AB upon radius r. If length of arc AB is ds, therefore this is equal to ds upon r. The SI unit of the plane angle is radian. The symbol is RAD. This is the SI unit of the plane angle. Now solid angle. Solid angle is the three-dimensional angle, and solid angle subtended by a surface of the sphere at a given point is equal to surface area of a part of surface area of the sphere upon square of the radius. For example, suppose that this is a part of spherical surface, this is a part of spherical surface. So how much solid angle is subtended at this point? So you can observe here, this is just like a cone of the vertex. So how much angle is subtended here? This is a three-dimensional angle, and to find out that angle you can use this formula. Here angle is subtended due to this surface area. यहाँ पे जो एंगल बन रहा है वह इस सरफेस एरिया की वजह से बन रहा है. तो सबसे पहले हम इस सरफेस एरिया को कैलकुलेट करेंगे, और इस सरफेस एरिया को, ये होल सरफेस का जो रेडियस है, मीन्स दिस लेंथ, दिस इज द रेडियस ऑफ इंटायर स्फेयर. तो देयरफॉर दिस सरफेस एरिया will be divided by square of the radius. Then you can get the solid angle subtended at this point. You can see here this angle is three-dimensional angle and just like a cone of the vertex. So thus if this surface area is dA, therefore dA upon square of the radius, and you know that the SI unit of the solid angle is steradian and symbol is SR. This is SI unit of the solid angle. This is the solid angle at this point due to this surface area. But what is the solid angle subtended here due to entire area of the whole sphere? So if radius is r, then entire surface area will be 4 pi r square. 4 pi r square. Upon r square. This is the total solid angle subtended at the center of the sphere, and this will be equal to 4 pi steradian. Now in case if you want to find the solid angle at this point, this is a 3 dimension. At this point, what is the solid angle? Therefore, draw a spherical surface. Draw a spherical surface in surrounding of this point where solid angle is to be determined. Now, suppose that radius taken by you is small r. Radius taken by you is small r. So therefore, the whole surface of entire sphere by which here the solid angle is subtended will be 4 pi r square, and then the solid angle subtended here due to whole the surface area is equal to 4 pi r square upon r square, that is 4 pi steradian. Now derived quantities. In physics we come across large number of quantities like speed, momentum, resistance, conductivity, etc., which depend on some or all of the 7 fundamental quantities and can be expressed in terms of these quantities. These are called derived quantities, and their units which can be expressed in terms of fundamental quantities are called derived units. derived quantities ऐसी physical quantities हैं जो measurement के लिए कुछ या सभी फंडामेंटल क्वांटिटीज़ के ऊपर डिपेंड करते हैं। ऐसे फिजिकल क्वांटिटी को डिराइव क्वांटिटी कहते हैं। फॉर एग्जांपल, एरिया इज ए डिराइव क्वांटिटी बिकॉज एरिया इज इक्वल टू लेंथ इंटू ब्रेड्थ। Length is a fundamental quantity, breadth is also a fundamental quantity, so therefore this is a derived quantity. Volume is equal to length into breadth into height, so therefore this is a fundamental quantity, this is a fundamental quantity, and this is also a fundamental quantity. Therefore volume depends on these all, so therefore this is a derived quantity. Similarly, speed, this is a derived quantity because speed is equal to distance upon time, and distance is a fundamental quantity, time is also a fundamental quantity, so therefore speed depends on two fundamental quantities, therefore this is a derived quantity. There are many other derived quantities like momentum, conductivity, resistance, acceleration, force, impulse of a force, kinetic energy, potential energy, pressure, etc. These all are derived quantity. Means there are 7 fundamental quantities and 2 supplementary fundamental quantities. Other than these quantities, the quantities are known as derived quantities. Derived units. The units of the derived quantities are known as derived units. I am giving some examples of derived quantities. Speed is a derived quantity, volume is a derived quantity, acceleration is a derived quantity. Therefore unit of speed is derived unit, and you know that speed is equal to distance upon time. This is equal to meter per second. So therefore meter per second is the SI unit of the speed. Similarly, SI unit of volume, you know that volume of the rectangle L into B, volume of the any object that is in the form of the cubical shape, therefore LB into H, therefore the SI unit will be meter cube. Acceleration, this is a derived quantity, and SI unit of acceleration is meter per second square. Other derived quantities, density, momentum, force, and impulse. You know that density is equal to mass per unit volume, and therefore SI unit of density is kg per meter cube. SI unit of momentum, momentum is the product of mass and velocity, therefore SI unit is kg meter per second. SI unit of force, force is a derived quantity, so SI unit of force is from this formula, mass into acceleration, that is kg meter per second square. But the famous unit of force is Newton. SI unit of impulse, impulse is a derived quantity, its SI unit is Newton second, because impulse of a force is the product of force and time for which the force is applied. How to study the physics? You know that first you study the physics and then लिंक विद द मैथमेटिक्स। तो सबसे पहले हम फिज़िक्स की स्टडी करते हैं और उसको मैथमेटिक्स से लिंक करते हैं और इसके बाद इसको अप्लाई करते हैं। तो फिज़िक्स, देन इट्स मैथमेटिक्स, एंड देन द एप्लीकेशन, एंड देन द फिज़िक्स विल बी परफेक्ट। तो फिज़िक्स की कंप्लीट स्टडी करने के लिए सबसे पहले हम फिजिक्स की स्टडी करते हैं, व्हाट इज़ द फिजिक्स इनसाइड दैट, एंड देन व्हाट इज़ इट्स मैथमेटिक्स, एंड देन यू कैन अप्लाई एनीवेयर, एंड दैट इज़ नोन एज एप्लीकेशन। तो एप्लीकेशन इज़ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट। तो नाउ लुक हियर ए क्वेश्चन, व्हाट इज़ द सॉलिड एंगल सबटेंडेड बाय द मून at any point of the earth given the diameter of the moon is 3474 kilometer and its distance from the earth is 3.84 into 10 to the power 8 meter per second. In this question, the diameter of the moon is given 3474 kilometer. That is 3.474 into 10 to the power 3 kilometer. Therefore, radius of the moon will be 1.737 into 10 to the power 3 kilometer, and distance from the earth is given 3.84 into 10 to the power 8 meter. So because this is in kilometer, therefore you have to convert this quantity also in the kilometer, and it will be 3.84 into 10 to the power 5 kilometer. Now what is the situation and how you can find the solid angle? To find the solid angle, this is a earth and this is a moon. So how much solid angle is subtended here? So first you find the disk situated here, because this solid angle is subtended by this disk. Solid angle subtended here. So therefore you must find the radius of this moon, and therefore pi r square will be the area of that disk. Therefore solid angle subtended here is equal to area of disk of the moon. This is a moon and this is the area of the disk by which here the solid angle is subtended. So therefore the area of this disk is equal to pi r square. Area of the disk is equal to pi r square, and r is 1.737 into 10 to the power 3 kilometer. So whole square, pi r square upon square of the distance from earth to moon, and that distance is 3.84 into 10 to the power 5 whole square. You will get after simplification 2.045 into 10 to the power minus 5 steradian. The symbol is SR. Next content of this topic I will cover in the next lecture. Thank you.